Is this thing on? Hi. Hey y'all. I know I look kind of crazy, so I'm just gonna film. I should try to take these glasses off. If I take my hood off, I'm gonna be freezing. But I am at the one and only Prairie View A&M University, starting out my day. I want to start with a reflection because today is February 23rd, 2026. And today marks 3 years since I started working at Prairie View. But I no longer work here. It's actually been almost a year since I left. And this reflection is more so on the fact that, like, I do miss being here. Like, I ain't really had to be here until like around 10 because I'm here working with the Prairie View Trail Riders. I'm part of the media team. But I got here early because the one thing that I miss the most now that I work in the city, especially downtown Houston, is seeing the sunset the sunset rise in Prairie View. Like in the library at the highest point on the 5th floor, you could see the sunrise so beautiful at like close to 7 a.m. And I did that today. Like I needed that. Like that resonated with something in my soul to do is that. And so I need to do that before I do anything else today while I'm here. But it's crazy to think that I've been in Texas 3 years now, and my life has completely changed in 3 years. Like, I never expected to come here, start employment as an archivist, and learn the importance of cultural preservation without ever taking a class on cultural preservation. Like, I just have a certification in archives. I know how to preserve, but I never really understood the importance of it until I came here, and how really it's almost damn near rude to ask somebody to donate their personal belongings. And I'm at a point to where now we're moving forward in digital archives, and it's like we don't need to do that anymore. We don't have to ask you for your materials. We just ask you to be able to scan them and be able to post them online. Now, if people want to make a profit off of it, that needs to be explained as well in the donation process of what we might do to your images, but that's a different conversation. Like, we really should be moving more towards a digital archiving approach to donations and not as for physical donations. That's one important lesson I learned, because physical space is very limited in libraries, whether you're an academic library or a public library. And so we need to be doing more digital donations and put more money towards getting equipment for digital archiving. It's one of the most important lessons that I've learned. And at the new job that I'm at, we do more so of that. We will scan, donate, give it back, and make note of it so that when we go look for it, we don't have the actual physical object or materials. We just have a scanned copy. Totally fine. But more so, I didn't know where my life was going to go, honestly. I came from a trauma-filled space mentally, thinking I can come to a new state and start over. That did and did not happen, you know? I would honestly say I started out that way, but then seeing the place where I was employed and the issues that was ongoing before I got here overclouded me starting over. And so it forced me to like have another setback for 2 years to start over last year around this time, and me making one of the hardest decisions of leaving like my dream job. Like, I still see this place as my dream job, my dream place. It's just I couldn't be here anymore, dealing with all of the craziness that goes on in libraries, which may be hard to believe, but it is true. I'm only looking off because I'm trying to think at the same time. And then, like, filming wise, like, I'm literally in a corner at the chapel. Not that people know we have a chapel here, but I actually plan on getting married here. Like, so I'm surprised I have a fiance now. We actually plan to get married here at some point, you know, because it's where we met. Also met my fiance here. Like, it's so many wonderful memories that I have here that it was really, really hard to leave. And I really hope that one day I can return, you know? Like, this is like home to me. I did come back for homecoming last year, and it was a trip seeing all of my coworkers. Love being here. Do not miss the drama, though. There's such thing as workplace politics. I don't know if people who are watching are under 18 or just entering the workforce, but some places you never know what you're going to walk into. And that's pretty much what happened to me. And you have to make a decision to better yourself and to be like, do you really want this career, or do you want your mental health to be better? Because I could have stayed, I could have made my name very great and just dealt with the drama, dealt with the things. Or I can go find me a nice man and get married and still have all of what I want. Because archiving is great, but y'all, I miss writing. And I remember I made a video, which I'll probably insert it here in the video if I'm pretty sure I still have it. It's like an epiphany I had, I would say 4 to 6 months after I got hired here, where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, that is nuts to think that I don't want to do this anymore. And I essentially want to be an author, do writing, get back into poetry, which is what I did. Like on my 30th birthday, I published a book of poems because that's what I've always wanted since I was 16. I fulfilled something that I've always wanted. Like being an archivist was something that I was like, if I don't try this out, will I have regrets? And because of that mindset, I was able to do what I wanted to do, but I never fulfilled my first dream of publishing a poetry book and to continue to become a published author. That's my passion. That's what I love to do. And being in archives, I forgot that I didn't get into this to become an archivist, this great, well-known archivist. I came to help the grassroots organizations like the Prairie View Trail Riders, and that's what I do now. I helping them preserve their history, collecting oral histories, and that's what I'm doing today on the campsite, because today is our annual chili cook-off. Like, this has been going on for 69 years, and next year makes 70. So it's like I get to interview a lot of the older members, non-active members, wagon bosses, next generation, the kids. Like, it's just absolutely amazing that the fact that this project started out in August of 2023, I remember the timeline, could not get no one to help me. Reach out to the Houston Rodeo, the Houston Livestock and Rodeo Show. They got me in contact with someone at the organization. Me and the assistant trail boss, we became really, really good friends. He liked the project, we picked it up, and then it took a while for us to really get together and be able to like set out a structured plan to do it, because I didn't realize what all goes into trail riding. Like, we can't just sit down and do something. Like, they gotta make sure that all of their stuff is straight, their horses, their wagons, making sure that they be able to travel safely. And so we had to figure out a plan to be able to get people to be able to sit down when they are able to do these interviews. And it has been a bit of a challenge, but we got it worked out last year in the 2025 trail ride. And we was able to do interviews, and to see my vision come to life was amazing. Like, that was my first time coming every night on the trail ride, doing interviews, getting to know the staff, and I've become a part of their family, and that is so amazing. And it's like, this all started because I just wanted to learn more about trail riding, wanted to know what it was. New to Texas, had no idea what it was, no one else could tell me. And I set out on this journey that now has become a part of not only my career, but in a personal way, because the same person that helped me out is now my fiance. Sorry, that's a truck coming by. Hey guys, I'm going to get back to novel writing content pretty soon, but I basically wanted to share that, I kind of had an epiphany like 5 minutes ago, how if there was anything I want to post content about, it will be about writing and publishing. Now, I know I talk about me being a librarian, working at HBCU, and then my journey to Texas, but honestly, like, the fact that I might really just give all this up and work at another job, to me, it was all about the journey, because I got to rediscover myself, and that's way more important than a career. People change careers, leave careers all the time. And being a processing archivist has been the best journey ever so far, because that was something I've always wanted to know if I could actually do it. And so far, I'm about to have 100 collections processed, like, under my watch. 100 finding aids completed. Like, these Black stories are being preserved, and that was the goal for me. Like, I never really saw myself doing it long term because I like being a writer and I like writing. And being here, being inspired by the people around me, the people who've graduated from here, it's like they all went after their dreams. And I remembered mine. And that's the most beautiful thing I got out of this experience. Now, whether if I stay in Texas or not, I don't know yet. Depends on the future. Who knows, by New Year's, I might still be here or I might be somewhere else. Because things are looking up right now. And it's not just about a toxic workplace. Sometimes it's just about you finding yourself and realizing that this really isn't what you want to do anymore. And that's okay. And that's something I've come to terms with. And I already like made up my mind that letting it go and going after something else that I completely forgot but also have more passion for is something I really want to pursue long term. Like, that's something I would do for 30 years, is writing and publishing and talking about it. Now, preservation, I would definitely still put that out there because I have that certification. So I guess this is my way of saying I am writing a self-help book about preservation, and I want to talk more about it in the next couple months because I want to publish it in October of next year, because October is American Archives Month, where we celebrate what archivists do and their jobs and the type of projects that they work on. And I want to help preserve Black stories. That's my goal. That is what I have started to do, and I laid out the blueprint. And I want to lay it out for other HBCUs. And I'm hoping also for audiences around the world, because it doesn't just have to be about Black stories. It could be about your own community. It could be about your own family. I want to help people learn more about preservation and how to preserve their documents. That's the whole reason I got into this. And it's kind of crazy coming to this conclusion, but it's helping me make peace with the whole situation, because I could see how me being at this particular institution, I can go very far, but it's like, I want so much more than just a career. I do want to be married and have kids one day. I do want to like go out and teach and do outreach. I don't want to be just stuck at a desk. Like, that's cool and all, but I want to do more. I like trying different things. I like going on adventures. Like, I'm about to go to St. Louis in a week. Like, it's gonna be amazing. Like, and I'm going to Atlanta for my birthday, and then right after New Year's I'm going to Arizona. Like, I love the fact that my life is like that, you know. I'm enjoying that journey, those opportunities, more than just doing this job. And that's how I know that I am changing the directory of how I want my life to go. And I felt like sharing that because, like, people have been watching me. There's over 1,500 people that follow me on TikTok and over 100 followers on Instagram. So I felt like sharing this part of my story. And let me know what you guys are doing this Monday afternoon. I'm about to go get some gas and go home because this daylight saving, ooh, it's getting dark out here, y'all. But definitely let me know how you guys doing. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about my fiance. The same person that helped me with this project has now become my fiance. Like, that's how close we became after that. Like, my fiance is Paul Jackson. Love the guy. He's my little angry baby. If you watch this video, he knows what I'm talking about. But regardless, besides the point, like, me going off on just like one thing completely changed the trajectory of my personal and professional life. And it reminded me that when I was in school and I learned about grant writing and how I can help fund these projects where we can preserve people's stories. Like, my writing can help fund these projects, help get this equipment, help get the money to do these projects for small organizations and not just like big libraries. I was like, this is what I wanted to do. This is how I want to be remembered as an archivist, not in some big fancy college library, but helping the little man, helping the everyday man tell their story how they want it to be told. And that's what we're doing with the Trail Writers. And so I am completely honored and blessed to be able to do that. And I really hope that everything continues to go according to God's will. And I want people to be able to be comfortable telling their stories, you know? Like, I stepped into a role of journalism that I didn't expect to. Like, yes, I have a degree in creative writing, but I didn't want to do journalism. But yet here I am, like doing oral history interviews is like a form of journalism and being on a very personal level. And so I feel it's only fair with me asking personal questions, people could ask me personal questions in return. Now, my life is boring because I'm an only child and I'm a librarian. But, I can always give all juicy stories of what I have witnessed and experienced, because I have had interesting friends and I have come across interesting strangers being in the public library. And I can give off advice of life lessons that aren't mine, but what I've witnessed. That's the best I could do, truthfully. But I really hope that as this project continues, we're almost a year into it, we got approved to the project that I started 3 years ago now. I applied for a grant with Baylor University for a community oral history grant, and we got approved for it last summer. And I pray that we continue to do these interviews. We got 20 interviews to go. Honestly, I only got one done. Y'all got one done. And that's because people have been getting sick. I hope people are well, get well. Like, it has been a crazy season, cold and flu season. I even got the flu. Like, on my 31st birthday, I couldn't celebrate it because I was sick. I had a really high fever. It was bad. I hope people will continue to rest and get well and continue to get these interviews done, because I have almost about 10 people who said yes, but I need to be able to get these interviews done so that this project can be completed, and it'll be available at both Baylor University and the African American History Research Center in downtown Houston, Texas, located in Fourth Ward or Freedmanstown. And so as I conclude this video, I really hope that whenever I look back on this video, probably in the next year or so, honestly, probably while I'm editing, I will remember what it felt like in this moment, being here, being at the chapel where I hopefully will be married one day. Remembering what it was like being hired here, coming in as an archivist, leaving a published author, now doing what I really want to do in archives, helping the everyday man and preserving people's stories and not just documents. So I hope everyone is having a good day and enjoy my next vlog, which will be about the parade and the behind the scenes media stuff and interviews. See y'all next time. Evie out.